Welcome back guys to my brand new tutorial. In today's video we're going to add a ability to update blog posts in our blog application using Django and Python. Alright, so in the previous video we've added a ability to create new blog posts using this blog post page right here. And now in this video we also want to update these existing blog posts, and we want to do that by having a button right here that says update, and when users click on it they get a form looking like this and they can change data that is typed inside of their blog posts. Alright, so to create update functionality, the first thing we need to do is create a new HTML template so the users can have their form there that they can type their information about their new blog post about. So let's just create a new template and let's call it blog_update.html. Alright, you can call whatever you want, but yeah, I called it like this because I call this the similar way. So let's just copy the same code we used to create blog posts. And yeah, I did say I don't like to copy things, but yeah, this is really the same code. So, and we did it in the previous video, so I don't need to explain it in the details really. So yeah, let's just change the values right here. So it's not creating new blog posts, it's update. Alright, so update your blog posts. Alright, and right here for the button, let's just type update right here. Alright, we can save this file now, but we didn't finish it. We'll still have to change a couple of things, but I'll talk about them when we finish our stuff in the views.py. Alright, so let's create a new function called blog_update, and let's use request right here, and we'll also need this pk right here. I'll talk about it. I will talk about pk when we get to that. And now right here, let's first of all check if request.user.is authenticated. And we're doing this since we only want authenticated users or logged in users to actually update blog posts. And let's right away put else right here, and let's just type return redirect. Let's return to the home page, and also let's print right here. Alright, you are not logged in. Alright, so now we checked if the user is authenticated, but we also need to check if the user that created the blog post wants to actually update it, because if we check right here we can see that this post is created by admin user, and we only want admin user to actually have ability to update these blog posts. We don't want Joker user to actually have the ability to update this. We only want admin to do it. So let's also check that, and we can do that by typing right here blog_post is equal to blog post model right here dot objects dot get, and then id equals to pk. And what this means, if we check right here, this blog post of basketball is my favorite sport. When we check the URL right here, it says blog post and then /1. And if we check for example, this Django is best language, it has the ID of 2. And this is just the ID that is automatically created by Django whenever we create a new instance of our model. So for example, if we would have created a new blog post, it would have had the ID of 5 because the last one was 4, and so on and so on. So right here we're just getting the blog post that has this ID in the URL right there. So if it has 1 in the URL, we want to update the first blog post. If it has 2, we want to update the second one, and so on. So once you got that, now we can actually check whether the user that is currently logged in is the actual user that created the blog post you're looking at. So let's just type right here if request.user is equal to blog_post.user, or let me check how we called it. So we are instancing this blog post model right here, and then this field user. So if that user field is the same as the currently logged in user, we're good to go to actually update our blog posts. Alright, and once we checked if the user that is currently logged in is the actual creator of the blog post, now we can actually copy this code from the previous video. Now again, I'm copy and pasting, but it is the same code really, and pasting it right here where we just get the data from our form right here. So from this blog_update.html form, we want to get all of that data into right here, so we can actually update our blog posts. And now to actually update the existing data, we can do that by typing right here blog_post.title is going to be equal to title right here, and this is just this instance right here. We just referenced this before this if statement right here, so just make sure to name this right here the same as you did this variable right there, so you don't have the error right there, and just type dot title or whatever you call your fields right here in the models.py, and yeah, you're good to go. So we're doing this, we can now copy all of this stuff and just change this to be description, this to be image, and for the category, alright, we first of all need to actually make it to be the actually object right there and not string, and then we can do dot category to be equal to this category object category. Alright, and once we updated all of this data, now we can actually save our blog post, so blog post.save, and also let's return redirect to this blog post details right here, so we're changing right there, and also let's put id to be equal to blog underscore post dot id. So this is how we are redirected to this blog post details, to actually details of the blog post we just updated. So if we are updating the blog post that has the id of 1, we're going to be redirected to the same blog post that we just updated. So yeah, we can save this now, and let's just change a couple of things. So if the request.method is get right there, we want to return render right here. Again, sorry for copy and pasting, but yeah. And we also need to add categories right here, so let's just add that right there. So category object dot objects dot all, and also we need to add right here this blog post variable right here. So let's just add it, and you're going to see why. We also have this if statement. If the user is actually the creator of the blog post, we just want to return them to the actually details of that blog post if they are not the actual creator of that blog post. So right here we're getting it right there, and yeah, I think we're good to go. We can actually check it. We first of all need to create a URL to that, so let's just copy this and type update right here, update. Alright, and yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's just check it right here, log underscore update. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually put pk right here, so let's just put it right here. So we actually need this pk so we can get it from the URL to actually know which blog post we actually want to update, or actually Django knows which blog post we want to update. So let's just check it now. So blog underscore update, and let's check the first one. So right here we're getting this form really, and we can see that the title and description and also image are not populated. And what I mean by that, as we can see in our homepage right here, and this blog post that has the ID of 1, we can see this the basketball is my favorite sport title right here, and now we don't see it here. And also for this description, this is a short description, we don't see it here, and also image. And what if the description was like 2,000 characters long, and we only misspelled one word or one letter, and yeah, you just need to type the whole description or copy it, whatever you want, from your previous blog post. It's really not practical. So what we want to do is actually pre-populate these fields right here with the actual data from our blog post that is currently on our site. So let's just do that. And we can do that by going inside of our blog underscore update and adding value fields to our input and text area tags right there. And before we change that, I first of all need to change this right here. It is not blog create, it is blog update template right here in the render. And if we now refresh this page, we actually get the update button right here and not the create one. And yeah, we still don't see the pre-populated fields, so let's just change that right now. Alright, so to do that, we first of all need to add values right here. So for this input field right there, let's add a value right there, and we're going to use blog underscore post dot title right here. And you're probably wondering where we're getting this blog post variable right here, and we're doing that by getting it from this variable right here. So you see how we put that variable inside of the context. That's where we are getting this blog post title from. So yeah, we just want to put also, so copy this and put it inside of the text areas. Since this is the text area, it doesn't have the value button. You just want to put that inside of the two tags really, and change this to be description. And I'm getting what comes after this dot from this model, so this title, description, and so on. And now also let's add for the image, so current image, and let's put image tag right here, and the source to be also, I'm going to actually copy this since I have it, and let's just put blog underscore image, I think I called it like that, and dot URL right here. I need to change the width because I don't want that picture to be really big. And yeah, I think we got everything. If we check it now, we should see that the fields are actually pre-populated. So let's check it right now, and they are. Only this image right here is not, but you can actually upload a new image if you want to. And now let's actually change a title right here. So let's just type basketball is really cool, just like that. And also I will change the image right here, so let me just find another one to actually replace this one. Alright, so I've added a random picture about basketball right here. So if we click update right here, we should be redirected to the actual details of this blog post. So let's check, let's click update right here. Alright, so the problem is right here, we're actually redirecting the user to the blog post details, but using this ID parameter. But if we check right here, in the blog post details, we're actually using PK as the parameter, and the difference is, if we would have called this the ID, actually we could have used the ID right there to redirect, but since we used PK, we need to change this for stuff right here. So this for, and yeah, now it should work. So let me check it. So refresh this page, and yeah, it does work. And also I will add a button right here, so a tag right there, and let's put update and put the href, and this is actually a function, so we need to use the percentage signs, and URL of blog underscore update. Also use blog underscore post dot pk to actually go to the currently blog post that we are viewing. So let's refresh this page, and we can actually see this update pops up. So if we click on it, we can actually see that we are redirected to there. And let's also put if statement right here. So if user.id is equal to blog underscore post dot user dot id. And what this means, and this just means if the currently logged in user is actually the creator of this blog post, we want to show him this update button right here, and we can refresh this, but nothing will change. We need to log out first, and let's log in as Joker user, and let's put my password. And now if we check this page, we can actually see that the update button doesn't show up. But if we check to go to this URL right here manually, so blog underscore update /1, we are automatically redirected to this page again, and we actually didn't get to update this blog post. If you like this video, make sure to check out the pinned comment of this video. I made you a free PDF guide on how to help you pass the beginner stage and escape the tutorial hell, and also I have got another great video right here on screen. Make sure to check it out, and I'll see you in that one.